very beautiful game. Hello guys, today we're gonna review Indika. Indika takes the walking simulator genre and gives it a jolt of existential caffeine. The gameplay still follows the basic of walking simulator, but Indika adds a depth of layer with the switches 2D and its occasionally mini-games and puzzles. This method gives players a mini break from constantly walking, which I would say is rather refreshing. The puzzles are not hard but challenging enough to make the players not lose focus, while the minigames often are timing based. What they did right here is having the right balance of difficult, not make anything seem tedious. The story is a philosophical deep dive wrapped in layers of humor, sarcasm, and some good old-fashioned trolling. It's like a therapy session with snarky therapist who sometimes questions your choice and makes you laugh at the absurdity of it all. Themes of religion, self-worth, and reflections over what's good and bad are explored with a unique twist, making you ponder your existence while trying to decipher the surreal world you are currently bound to. The characters are both unique and well-crafted. It does not give you the sense of like heroes or generalized character. They seem both surreal and real. In some sense they are comical, but if you were in their shoes in this time period, the reflections of how they act is funny, sad, and in a sense related to the situation they are currently in. The world of Indika is a surrealistic dream. Imagine walking through a Salvador Dali painting while having a conversation with Douglas Adams. The game uses proportion to these adventures by making smaller objects much larger, giving the world a sense of surrealism while still having familiar elements in the right proportion. They also take geometry to the extreme and have things at really sharp angles, extreme heights, or really big and broad objects. Indika really nails the fact that they have created their own surreal world, even though it based in a realistic timeline. The way sound, visual, and character are portable helps this game create a really unique world that so further helps establish its own true identity amongst those and all the titles that fail to do the same. Visual, Indika does pretty good. It could be compared to the game. The Invincible, but it falls a little bit short. The art style is bold and unconventional. It does a good job at complementing the game's twisted atmosphere. The graphical design merges together elements of dreamlike fantasy and groovy reality, creating a visual experience that keeps you engaged. The attention to detail could be improved. The same things could be said about facial animation and experience in general. Even so, this game has 80% of its game in 3D, implementing a certain percentage of 2D elevates the game's overall feel, and the visuals are overall pretty good. What makes this game truly shine is, for me, the sound design. The aim is to throw you off your normal read for this kind of game. It seems almost trollish, which created a unique and distorting atmosphere. The sound effect sounds nice, crackling wood, wind, sudden chimes, and different elements that you don't expect also help you be emergent in the game. Now the best part of the game, the narration. The narrator's voice is compelling. He is great at putting pressure in different tones to different words, which helps immensely with immersion. The narrator keeps moving you through the play thought with witty remarks and sarcastic comments, but also gives you a change of pace with physical questions that make you reflect. It's easy to focus on these thoughts rather than thinking about the fact that you are playing a walking simulator, which is what story-given games should be going. In a sense, it reminds me of a Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, only better. When I saw its trailer a month back, one stance really caught my eye. A tiny person jumping out of a non-mounds. Basing on that stance alone, I thought the game is going to be some sort of wacky or non-simulator. I was wrong. You can see the top 2 lines of this review outlining what I thought this game was going to be, what this game is actually about. For the majority of the game, you play as the nanny Indika with her traveling companion Ilya. The Tom character constantly talk with each other, exchanging their ideas on God, faith, days, and morality sought out their travels. The game is told from Indika's perspective, but Indika is an unreliable narrator and therefore you cannot always trust in what is shown in the cutscene. You go see a lot of Western English translated games that are based on Russian Orthodox Christianity, so this time for me was a breath of fresh air when comparing the game with games that have roots in a Catholic Western Christianity. The game's ability made it cinematically pleasing to the eyes thanks to its use of Unreal Engine 4. What is game fun? Well, that will depend on your definitive fun. If you're looking for something like conventional horror or action-adventure game, I would suggest looking elsewhere because the game does not focus on these elements. What this game offers in an in-depth character study of Indika and Ilya, a theological study of God and faith, an exploration and puzzle-solving game told in surrealistic ways sought the unreliable narrative perspective. I finished the game from start to end in about 4 hours and half. The game does not overstatement welcome. Each level and puzzle design are quite distinctive, which keep the play fresh. If you end up enjoying this game, I would recommend this game and the medium. Thank you for watching guys, and see you later. Goodbye.